In commemoration of her 40th birthday anniversary, the CEO of Honey Cedars Impacts, Joyceline Aghogho, hosted a workplace transition and impact growth program on Wednesday, October 11th, 2023 at the Oriental Hotels, Victoria Island, Lagos. In attendance were the convener and CEO Honey Cedars Impacts, Joyceline Aghogho, and husband, Mr. Adelekun Aghogho. There was also the CEO Delina Foods, Mrs. Fumi Ajose Adeogun, social activist Yemisi Ransom Kuti, among many others. In her welcome address, the convener of the event, Joyceline Aghogho, appreciated everyone present and gave a brief overview of the purpose of the event, which according to her is a unique gathering to celebrate the spirit of entrepreneurship, growth, and community.
Thank you for coming. I know that Lagos is a very busy city, so having this room this full, I give God the glory. I am thrilled to welcome you to a truly unique gathering where we celebrate not just my birthday, but also the spirit of entrepreneurship, growth, and community. As we gather here today, I can't help but reflect on the journey that led us to this moment. The idea of this business forum, workplace transition, and business growth was born from a simple but powerful thought. Why not blend celebration with the professional empowerment? So, here we are, in this room. The notion that success should not be a solitary pursuit has always resonated with me. It's about celebrating achievements, big and small, while also nurturing our collective ambition. That's the essence of this event. It's about fostering connections, sharing knowledge, and embracing the joy of achievement together.
This was followed by a well-coordinated discourse on business growth. During the conversation, event management expert and CEO of Premium Drinks, Bola Okolie, strategy and corporate restructuring consultant, Ezu Uwoma, and barrister Claudette Amoregoye shared their thoughts on entrepreneurship, startups, and business ethics.
I started doing business very, very early in life. At 22, you must know what you want to do, and you have to know how to do it well, because you cannot afford to fail in any business, even if it is pure water, even if it is floor you want to be sweeping, like you're sweeping anywhere, even the road. If you are given this road, this express to sweep, my God, it's money. Sweeping is money. You said something the other time. You said there is no job. Who says there is no job?
Yeah.
Too many jobs to do in this country. But unfortunately, they can't do it. They don't even know how to do it. Hey, it is the kind of car that you are riding that they want to ride. They don't want to know your story. When you tell them that you have a story, they will say that's your problem, that's your story. And what did your people say?
My answer would be, why not school? So let me start first by saying that yes, truly school is overrated. But please, before you say that, hope you're educated first. We need to redefine what school means. 4 walls of education is not compulsory, and I will say this for a fact. But education is compulsory. And there are more than one ways to get education. Just one of that way is school.
Always defending whoever needed to be defended. As a child, I was that child, my parents always tell you that somebody gets slapped in the neighborhood, and I go out there, and even if I was so small, that was a ridiculous thing, but even if you are bigger than me, I would defend that person. Your actual passion is in your heart. It's with you already. You just need to find it. And we've also mentioned staying consistent. If you are consistent at what you enjoy doing, and you're not looking for how to blow now, it will pay off. That's just the truth, that's the reality. The thing I know my people for is that we don't like to stay doing something for long. Especially this generation now, we want it to happen now. If it's not happening now, then it's not for me. Does anybody agree with me in the room? If it's not happening now, then that means it's not for me. But that's not true. Like we've heard about, like what Didi said, what she said was deep. From 9 years to 23 years, that is a long time. That is a long time. It's not time spent looking at what others are doing, like we find now. It's time you spend the time doing what you enjoy doing, what you know how to do, and you find out that while you're doing it, while you stay in that place doing it, you have grown beyond what you even understand.
Questions were then raised by the husband of the convener, Mr. Adeleko Ademiluyi, on the importation of foreign earnings, product startups, access to credit facilities, and more. The questions were addressed by the panelists. A lecture on business growth was then delivered by strategy, corporate restructuring, and management consulting expert, Mr. Ezu Uwoma. This was followed by a very engaging and thought-provoking panel session on workplace transition, where music curator Shola Charles Mogaji, former senior brand manager, Black Bears Africa, the Heineken Company, Dr. Beatrice Adeniran, and the CEO of Delina Foods, Mrs. Fumi Ajose Adeogun, shared their thoughts on the topic.
So when you place yourself, your personality, how you network effectively, your money is your network. Your money is your network. If you have a good network, everything that you need to do will happen there. If you have friends who will mention your name when you're not in a room, you're halfway past your journey. Do you understand? You're already at the next level. And don't forget the money. I focused first on the passion, but I was lucky. I was making money from my other businesses. If you don't follow the money and you stick with the passion, I'm telling you that passion will turn into something that will cost you a lot of sleepless nights, and you will start to lose some of your magic for that passion.
So, what is my why? Let me start with that. I think one major reason I'm driven is my eyes are very fixed on success. There's no other option than success, and there's no other option than excellence in my world. And because of these two things, it's my identity. And because these two things are what they are for me, I will do whatever it takes to ensure that I represent success and I represent excellence.
Deep end. No intention of being on this stage. Thank you for inviting me. But the one thing I've always known since I was very little was that I wanted to be my own boss. I came back, and the first thing I did was I started scouting around for a restaurant. And I actually got a chef in from London, and I started doing. And my father was like, "Are you mad? No way, go and work." So he made me work for 6 years. And that's the biggest thing, that's the biggest advantage he ever gave me, and it's what I'm doing with my children. They must go and work. You have to go out and get the experience, get the network, so that by the time you are ready to start, you're fully prepared.
Contributions later came in from Barrister Claudette Amorigoye, pharmacist Yetunde Oyenuga, Ebuma Shayete, and Adeleko Ademiluyi. The vote of thanks was thereafter given by the convener of the event, Mrs. Joyceline Ademiluyi, while a brief recap and motivational speech was presented by renowned social activist Yemisi Ransom Kuti.
I'm going to go into speeches, but I'm sure you will take 4 things away today. One is that on your journey, you would be ready to do any kind of legitimate work to keep your honor and dignity. I've been a sales girl, I've been, I've done all kinds of things to get money. You all need money, but you don't need to sacrifice your integrity. Because between jobs, you may not get the right one you want. Be ready to do other things. Then the next thing I want you to all take away is trust. Trust is the gold, the blood of business. Once you lose trust, you lose everything. It will go around that this one, or you do business, or it doesn't deliver on time, or something. So maintain the trust with your customers, with your personnel, with everybody. The third thing is, and I'm sure you heard a lot about it today, success. Are you with me?
Yes, please, one more.
Success is when hard work jams the ideas. It's not, just doesn't happen. Hard work has to meet up with opportunity and the dream, and then success happens.
Raffles were also drawn and 2 winners got a weekend getaway trip. The cutting of the cake was supervised by the anchor of the event, Deji Onadeko.
Somebody give me an E and an S, another E. Sorry, that's how it's supposed to do. And then U, and then finally S. Jesus. May every day in your life replicate prosperity, growth.
After which a brief goodwill message was given in honor of the celebrant by Yemisi Ransom Kuti. The event ended with a well-coordinated photo session. From BISCON Communications Global Media Network, it's happy 40th anniversary to the CEO, Honey Cedars Impact, Joyceline Aghogho At.